and welcome to Orion Outreach, where we introduce you to local organizations and the amazing things that they are doing right here in our community to make a difference. Today, we're going to talk with a couple gentlemen from the VFW Post and the Orion Veterans Memorial about how you can get involved and what it is to our community. So welcome, Chuck and Bob.
Well, thank you for having us here today.
Yes, welcome. We have a lot to talk about, and
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful, beautiful memorial. So we have our event coming up, Coffee with a Vet.
Coffee with a Veteran. It's going to be held on August 6th. We're going to start like 9 o'clock in the morning and through 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
August 3rd, Chuck.
Oh, August 3rd. Correction on that, August 3rd. I do that quite a bit. But what the Coffee with a Vet is, if you could buy the memorial right now, Bob has created some fantastic signs out there to advertise what we're trying to do. And for the public who hasn't been there before, it's the opportunity for people to come down and see what the memorial is all about. There'll be veterans there to take you for a tour. We will have some speakers. We will have coffee and donuts free to the public. And it also gives us the opportunity for veterans out there that heard about the VFW and have no idea what it's about to come down and talk to a veteran and learn just what the VFW Post 334 is all about.
Yeah, and it's a really nice event. It's a laid-back event for people to come out and grab
Absolutely.
a cup of coffee, grab a donut, and I think some people might feel like, do I go to the memorial? Do I not? So it is. It's a nice, open event for those to come and enjoy.
Yeah, we've got a program that's going to go on during the day. Starting off, we'll have our commander just welcome everybody come through there. Then we have a little ceremony. It's called the Missing Man table that for all their servicemen have been missing in action in all the different wars. We do a ceremony there. Then from that, we end up with the Young Marines.
Young Marines.
It has a drill team now that we help support, and they'll go out and give a demonstration of all their skills, and they're fantastic, what they can learn. And after the Young Marines are done, we go into our donut dolly. You want to talk a little bit, Bob, about donut?
Well, I think before that, though, Chuck, we got the Legion riders from the American Legion. It's a motorcycle group who visit the memorial once a year. Pretty good bunch of guys, and I think, a lot of people don't know that these are military-connected people who are proud of what they've done, and they want to continue.
And they're going to be there on the 3rd as well?
3rd as well, and I think that they're scheduled to come at 10:30 and just, give a little talk on their mission and the things that they do.
Just what
They've kind of impressed me a lot because of what they were there a couple weeks ago on Saturday, and we lowered the flag and they raised it, stood there and saluted the flag and said the Pledge of Allegiance. Kind of a neat thing that they did.
Yeah. And for those that haven't been to the memorial, take a little tour about all the amazing memorials that we do have there, that we're very blessed to have here in our community, and it's taken care of beautifely by Bob. Almost every day is out there.
It's a big secret Lake Orion has.
I agree with you.
Because we're a little prejudiced about it, but that is the most pristine memorial in the state of Michigan.
I agree.
And we've got comments from all across the state and all other states come by here and see what we have.
Yeah.
But it's amazing the number of people drive down Lapeer Road
quickly
every day and have no idea. They know where Starbucks is, they know where Jacobson's is, but they have no idea what the Orion Veteran Memorial. So,
and we can talk a little bit about some of those memorials that are out there, and that really, you're right, they're just beautiful.
Right. Well,
it's speechless.
We have a main entrance when you come through there. Big gate going across announcing the memorial, which right now has a big banner across talking about the veteran with the coffee. But once you walk in, on the left, Bob, is the
flag.
Is the not the flag, but on the left when you
you
walk in.
Oh, when you walk in, Fallen Heroes.
Fallen Heroes Memorial. And then out in the center we have which is a center point for the whole memorial. Which memorial is? Go ahead.
In the center there's a beautiful bronze statue. That was locally created also.
Well, and it's either this soldier is either going in the service, going to duty, or coming home. And it's for us, the people to decide when you look at that, whether his mother and father and little sister is there. but it's for you to decide what he's doing. To me, he's leaving because the father has got a real stern look on his face. Yeah. And if he was coming home, there'd be a little smile there. You know?
Aw.
Yeah.
But it's up for everyone to interpret
Yep.
as they
Yep.
see.
Yep.
And there's the bricks, the memorial bricks, all
All the
over
way around the
all
bricks.
the way
Yeah.
around.
Which anybody in the public can get a brick for anyone in their family. If they're a veteran, we put them inside the memorial. If they're not a veteran, we put them on the outside of the memorial, on the walkways that surround, go all the way, walkway around.
Yeah, and so businesses can get it, or local
Yes.
supporters to support the memorial can get
Yes.
a brick there.
And we have a lot of support by the local organizations with the number of bricks. How many total bricks we have
Well,
now?
there's a little over 1,800 on the inside, and that's called the Pathway to Peace. But every one of those bricks have a story. Your
Thank you.
dad's got a story.
He does have a story,
Chuck's
yes.
got a couple stories. We just put a brick in for his father-in-law
Right.
who passed away.
And we actually had that brick in faster than we got the headstone at the Great Lakes National Summerstone. That I was just up there yesterday, and it was finally delivered up there. But it's been in there for about a month now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are lots of stories there to look and walk and see names and years
absolutely.
that they served and where they served and what their ranking was.
Well, it's kind of history. It's a history lesson too, because
is.
it goes clear back to Civil War. We got some Civil War people in there. But going back to that center monument, those plaques that are on the around the perimeter of that's the only place where they had to be from Orion Township. All those veterans that are listed on each war are from Orion Township, and it's been researched. And as far as we know, that's the only ones who got killed during that war. But they have to be from Orion. The rest of them can be from anywhere as long as it's an honorable discharge. Yeah.
Very nice. And
Yeah.
there's the other memorials. Is there the Purple Heart Memorial?
Yep.
Right?
We have over on the left-hand side, we have for each one of the services a nice memorial on the wall. Then as you walk around, we have a stage where we do our ceremonies from. On the right of the stage, we have what we call the peacock memorial, and which is another, probably one of the better ones that you see around for the Navy.
Yeah.
It's
it's
an
very
outstanding job they did with that.
Can we go back to that canopy for a minute?
Sure, the canopy.
Sure.
The lady we're talking to is the one kind of instrumental in getting that thing going.
Oh,
Yes,
good. Put the roof
yes.
over our heads.
Well, she did the decking on there.
Yes, we did the decking, and then they got the canopy done. But it's a nice
And the
gathering.
new chairs.
Yes, and the new chairs, and that's it. It's a nice gathering place for visitors to come
Yep.
and take a moment to really take that memorial in
Yep.
and look over all of it. To
Well, it's kind of nice to just sit there and look around.
Yeah.
It really is. Watch cars go by.
When
yeah.
we have a program, it's where everybody sits up there and speaks down. And with Coffee with a Vet, we're going to have a speaker. The Donut Dolly,
Yeah.
what's her name?
Joanne Kuchar.
Joanne Kuchar.
Yeah.
So she's an actual true Donut Dolly from the Vietnam War. And she will be there to relay on her experiences and everything for anybody in Vietnam, they always recognize the Donut Dollies, the pinstripe uniforms they had out there. I'm a Vietnam vet. Bob's a Korean vet, so he didn't know about the Donut Dollies. But
And she served in Vietnam.
she served in Vietnam, with the American Red Cross.
Yep.
Yeah, Donut Dollies all served with the American Red Cross. So they were all volunteers to serve in Vietnam. Just like I was a volunteer when they drafted me to send me.
Right.
But they were there, and they would serve coffee and donuts at the USOs and the different fire bases around. But when you're out there in a battle zone and you don't see another American except your fellow soldiers, and then all of a sudden you start seeing these people show up, it's quite uplifting.
I bet.
And that's what she'll relay on during her speech and that.
And she's written a book that
And
shows.
she's written a bit on all her experiences and just because she doesn't want the Donut Dollies to fade from history.
It's a history.
So
Yeah.
we'll put it in writing and get it down.
Yeah.
So after
And if we finished our tour behind the Peacoat Memorial,
hiding back behind it.
hiding a little bit. But
Yes,
before
ma'am.
we get to what's hiding, you pass where people have left their tags.
Oh, the dog tag
The dog
bridge.
tag.
Yeah, we keep forgetting about
Yeah.
that. That's kind of a simple thing that's been attracting quite a bit of attention. It looks good.
It
sitting
speaks
there.
volumes.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
It does. It
Yeah.
speaks volumes.
Go around.
And then we come to the center there.
Right.
There's a memorial for all different veterans there.
Yeah, there's a accumulation of, all of them, I believe, are Lake Orion veterans. Randy's
yeah,
done some,
yeah,
Randy's just a little bit outside,
yeah.
like
But it's
Like
called
Orion.
the meditation area. too,
meditation.
so- but
Yeah, and it's a very nice
Yeah.
little quiet area that you can reflect and look there. And then we come upon the Victory Garden.
Yes,
That's near and dear to my heart.
and it's growing crazy right now.
It is. It is a victory.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a very proud victory, and it does well every year. And those vegetables
Gets
that we
watered
grow
daily. Yeah,
go to the veterans.
But you've read the plaque, so you go ahead and tell what a victory garden is.
Well, the Victory Garden was during World War II when they were off to service. The women stayed home and they had to provide food for the families. So they grew them along the garages mainly, and a lot of it was tomatoes and vegetables, and that's what we focus on there, is all vegetables. And we like to plant things that we know the veterans like. So it seems to be, over the last few years, that tomatoes and peppers have really, and green beans, they love green beans.
green beans.
And Bob loves jalapenos, so we always
Yes,
plant a few
sauces.
jalapenos there. But everything does wonderful there, and it's truly a victory garden. To that whole saying of it's a fruit of your labor. That
Yeah.
that's really what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
But Alana's company donates all the plants, and her crew donates their time, and that's Home Depot.
the
Yes.
Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yep,
Ho-
the
Home Depot is a big,
Foundation.
supporter of our Orion Veterans
Yeah,
Memorial.
sure are.
So that-
We do. We love that memorial. And as you were saying, though, even when I talk about it at work and ask for volunteers, when we were saying how people drive by, that's what I would say to people today is when you get to just past Starbucks, take a moment, slow down, take the pedal off the gas a little bit. And if you're going north, look over to the left. If you're going south, look over to the right. And if you've ever wondered what it is, take a moment and,
Yep.
and turn in
Because you're right.
and just walk over there to see what it's really all about.
'Cause I go by there 5-6 times a day, and you see people there all the day long. And they could be walkers, they could be runners, they could be on bicycles, they could drive there. But they just go out and spend a few minutes and with their loved ones or just saying hello to the veterans that are buried there.
Yeah.
And we'll touch on one last thing about the memorial before we have our other thing is, because I know people will wonder if they go, what are the coins that are placed on the bricks? I always leave a penny for my dad, so he knows that I visited. But there is meaning behind that,
Right.
and I think that's an important visual for people to understand
Right.
too. So you guys can explain what those coins
Go
mean.
ahead.
Well,
pennies
there's
are-
a lot of pennies, and older people want to pick them up. But a penny means that you came to visit. Now, I guess pennies are even getting popular in cemeteries.
Right.
You know, people are leaving pennies on tombstones. A nickel means that you went to basic training with them. A dime means you served with them, like in your company or aboard a ship, whatever. And a quarter means that you was with him when he died. So all those coins mean something. And we have had quarters. You know, the Blaylock's son, there was a lot of guys that served with him in Florida that was with him when he died. And so they came up here and left quarters. And
So there's meaning and reflection
Yeah.
everywhere
Yeah.
there. Everywhere.
Yeah. And when you put a coin down, don't think that's going to stay there forever.
no, no.
Because we do pull them together and clean that up when we do the landscaping of the memorial. But we turn around and either if they make it into our donation box, it goes in the donation, helps maintain
Yeah.
what goes there.
But they're there a week anyway.
They're in a week.
We cut the grass on Friday and we blow it, you know, the cuttings off the bricks, and a lot of times they blow the coins away.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but we try to put them back.
Well, we do this,
Yeah.
they do the same thing up at Great Lakes National Cemetery in Holly, Michigan. But you have this issue there, the wind blows them off, they get in the grass, and those lawnmowers
Yeah,
come down
yeah.
and they start throwing those
Oh,
projectiles.
no.
So you kind
Gotta
of,
take care
they
of
try
it.
to do it and maintain it as best as
Yeah.
possible.
And so we have another fundraiser or greeting that people can come out to, the car show.
Car show. But before we leave the memorial,
Yeah.
we forgot one of our best memorials is out in the parking lot
Oh, yes, you're right.
with our dog memorial.
Did forget it.
And this memorial we put in there 2 years ago. I
2
think
years
already,
ago,
2 years
August.
already.
2 years
Yeah.
ago, August.
And basically, it's 2 German Shepherds sitting on top of some sandbags. And what we did over in Vietnam, we've had quite a few dogs that assisted patrols and that saved a lot of lives. And we finally thought it was about time to put a memorial in for the dogs. And since we've done that, you'll see a lot of dogs visiting our memorial and doing out there. And it's in the back corner, and you got an American flag behind it. But it's pristine out there. That's
Yep.
where it's
And it's
at.
right when you pull up. You
Right.
go all the way in the
That is-
parking lot.
That it is.
Yeah.
But to jump back, originally we were going to have this Saturday was going to be the third annual VFW Post 334 Auto Show down in Culver's. But about an hour ago, we decided to cancel the show because
Reschedule, right?
actually
Reschedule,
rescheduled the
yeah.
show because the temperature is going to be so high this weekend that we didn't want to make sure that and nobody got sick. We're going down to see it because we have a very, very good turnout of the cars down there. So we moved it from the this Saturday to July 28th, a Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's
Still
gonna
at Culver's, correct?
Still at Culver's, 9 to 3, and we invite all the public. It's free. It's not one of these car shows you have to pay to get in. All cars are welcome, new or old, and come out and see the cars. And we invite everybody to come out, and it's one of the better car shows
Oh, yeah.
in Lake Orion, and
You can't miss it.
can't miss it.
It's right there on the corner
Down in Culver's.
down at Culver's.
Yeah.
And there's silent auction items, I believe, right? A lot of cars to see.
There's quite a bit of what they call goodie bags, things given out to the different drivers that bring their cars in. Then we have raffles almost every hour of prizes to give out to people and that good stuff. And then we have tents set up for different vendors to come in and educate you. I know one year we had the Detroit Edison, I think, was out there with the new light bulbs that we wanted everybody to use, and the health organizations, they have their tents set up. So you never know who's going to show up with the tents.
But it's a nice family event.
Nice
They
family,
can come
and
down,
it's-
be outside, and maybe get an ice cream.
The whole
and
purpose
enjoy.
is have a good time.
Yeah.
And have a good time. And hopefully, we found the last 2 years was very successful, and we're hoping this one that we moved to the 28th of July to be as successful as the other two. Because the forecast right now is the low 80s versus plus hundreds.
Right,
So
right.
it should be a little bit better.
Yeah, so
Should be a
July
little better.
28th at Culver's for the
Yep.
car show, and then August 3rd for Coffee with a
Good
Vet
call with that.
up the street at the memorial.
At the memorial.
And
Yep.
all are welcome.
Everybody is welcome to both. No charge to either one of them.
Yeah, no.
Well, thank you for all that you have done and you still are doing.
Thank you
to-
for having us
to
here.
help the community
Yeah.
and make it a better place.
It's our privilege and honor to do so.
If you have not stopped at the Lake Orion Memorial, I encourage you to do so. It's definitely a place of reflection and to be grateful for everything that we have. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.